Hello everyone, welcome to Officer Sada 24/7. My name is Soumya Prakash and this is yet another episode of 3000 plus questions, and we are here so that you can practice more and more questions. Share the link with all your friends, colleagues on your WhatsApp group or Telegram group or Facebook group so that they can also benefit from these practice questions. So let's begin with today's episode, and the first question is, which of the following is not true? NPA is a loan or advance where the interest and or installment of principal remain overdue for a period of more than 90 days in respect of term loan. The account remains out of order in respect of an overdraft or cash credit. An installment of the principal or the interest thereon remains overdue for two crop season for long duration crops. The amount of liquidity facility remains outstanding for more than 60 days in respect of a securitization transaction undertaken in terms of RBI direction on securitization of standard assets. Options are: all are true except 2, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, all are true except 4. So what will be the right answer for this particular question? We have to see that the question is which of the following is not true or are not true. The NPA is a loan or advance where an interest or installment of principal remain overdue for a period of more than 90 days in respect of term loan. What will be the answer? So here we will go point by point. So in the first option we are talking about term loan first. So in term loan it becomes NPA when interest and or installment of principal remain overdue for a period of more than 90 days. So this statement is absolutely true. The account remains out of order in respect of overdraft and cash credit. So in case of overdraft and cash credit, if it remains out of order, then it becomes NPA. This is also true. An installment of the principal or interest thereon remain overdue for two crop season for long duration crop. Here we are talking about long duration crops, and it becomes NPA when it remains overdue for one crop season. And in case of if it remains for two crop season, it is for short duration crops. The amount of liquidity facility remains outstanding for more than 60 days in respect of securitization transactions undertaken in terms of the RBI direction on securitization. When we talk about securitization transaction, it becomes NPA when it remains outstanding for more than 90 days. So it should be 90 days. And so 3 and 4 are not correct. So the right answer is C, 3 and 4. Next question is, which of the following is not true? In case of loss accounts, if loss accounts are permitted to remain in the books for any reason, 100% of the outstanding should be provided for. In case of doubtful asset, 100% of the extent to which advance is not covered by the realizable value of the security. In case of doubtful assets, in respect of the secured portion, provision may be made at the rate for loan which remains doubtful up to 1 year, 30% of the secured portion. Or in case of doubtful assets in respect of the secured portion, provision may be made at the rate for loans which remain doubtful from 1 year to 3 year, 40% of the secured portion. So all are true, all are except 2, all are true except 3, all are true except 4. So what will be the right answer? In case of loss accounts, if loss are permitted to remain in the books for any reason, 100% of the outstanding should be provided for. In case of doubtful assets, 100% of the extent to which advance is not covered by the realizable value of the security. In case of doubtful asset, up to 1 year, 30%. And in case of doubtful in regard to secured portion, provision may be made at the rate of 40%. So which of the following is true? Is not true. So here we will again go point by point wise. In loss assets, we make provisioning of 100%. This is absolutely true. In case of doubtful assets, the advance which is not covered, which is uncovered by the realizable value, that is the unsecured portion, will have 100% of provisioning. This is also true. These both statements are true. In case of doubtful asset in regard to the secured portion, we are talking about doubtful asset and the secured portion. If it remains doubtful up to 1 year, provisioning should be made of 25%. And in case of doubtful assets in regard to secured portion, if it remains doubtful for 1 to 3 years, it is 40%. So this statement is also true. And for more than 1 year, sorry, for more than 3 years, if a doubtful asset is in remained doubtful for more than 3 years, then we'll have to do 100% provisioning even for the secured portion. So the right answer here is C, all are true except 3. As we can see that in case of doubtful asset, here this we are talking about the secured portion of the doubtful asset, 25% up to 1 year, 1 to 3 year 40%, and more than 3 years it is 100%. Next question is NPA provisioning in case of housing loan extended as teaser rates will be 2% and 0.4% after 1 year from the date on which the rates are reset at higher rate if the account remains standard, 1% and 0.25% from 1 year from the date on which rates are reset at higher rates if the account remains standard, 2% and 0.25% after 1 year from the date on which the rate are reset at higher rates if the account remains standard, 1% and 0.4% after 1 year from the date on which the rates are reset at higher rates if the account remains standard. So I'm sorry that. So what will be the right answer for this question? Right answer for this question is A, 2% and 40%. So the right answer is 2%. Till the rate is in teaser rates, it will be charged as 2%, and 4% when the rate resets after 1 year, and if the account remains standard, it will have provisioning of 0.4%. Resolution plan shall be implemented within dash days from the within dash days from the review end of review period, 90 days, 45 days, 180 days or 100 days. Resolution plans shall be implemented within dash days from the end of review period. What is the date? Is it 90 days, 45 days, 180 days, or 100 days? Resolution plans shall be implemented within dash days from the end of review period. What will be the number of days? So resolution plan shall be implemented within how many days? It is 180 days. It is 180 days. Calculate the provisioning required to be made based on the following data. Outstanding balance is 10 lakhs. CGTMSE cover is 75% of the unsecured amount. Period for which the account was in doubtful 2 years. Value of security is 2 lakhs. Options are 1.58 lakhs, 1.80 lakhs, 2.80 lakhs, 2.58 lakhs. Calculate the provisioning required to be made based on the following data. So how will you calculate this? Calculation is very easy. If you know the trick, if you know how it is done, then you are good to go. You just have to know that how it is done. How can it be calculated? Outstanding balance is 10 lakhs. CGTMSE cover is 75% of the unsecured amount. Period for which the account was in doubtful 2 years, and value of security is 2 lakhs. Calculate the provisioning that is required for this particular account. How can we calculate this? So here we have outstanding of 10 lakhs. We have secured portion. We have security, that is our secured portion. It is 2 lakhs. So we have 8 lakhs. This is our unsecured. CGTMSE has given 75% of the unsecured. So 75% of, this is A, this is B, of B will be 6 lakhs. So this is given by CGTMSE. So it is 6 lakhs, remaining is 2 lakhs. So this is the net unsecured, and for the net unsecured we will do a provisioning of net unsecured. This is say C, 100% of C, that is 2 lakhs, and since the account remain in doubtful for 2 years, we will take 40% of the secured portion. This is the secured portion. 40% of A, which is equal to 80,000. So total provisioning will be 2.80 lakhs. So the right answer for this question is 2.80 lakhs. I hope it's clear to all of you. Now, next question is, which of the following are true in respect to the presiding officer? The Debt Recovery Tribunal is made up of only one person called presiding officer. A person is qualified for appointment as a PO, that is presiding officer of DRT, if he is or has been or is qualified to be appointed as a High Court judge. The PO hold office for a term of 4 years from the date on which he assumes his office or until he attains the age of 70 years, whichever is earlier. The staff will work under the superintendence of the PO. All except 1, all except 2, all except 3, all except 4. What will be the right answer? Which of the following are true in respect of presiding officer? The Debt Recovery Tribunal is made up of only one person called presiding officer. A person is qualified for appointment as PO of DRT if he is or has been or is qualified to be appointed as High Court judge. The PO holds office for a term of 4 years from the date on which he assumes his office or until he attains the age of 70 years, whichever is earlier. The staff will work under superintendence of the PO. What will be the right answer? This is absolutely true that there is only one person and it he's presiding officer, he or she. A person is qualified as PO of DRT if he is appointed as a district court judge. It is district, not high court. So this is wrong statement. PO hold office for a term of 4 years from the date on which he assumes his office or until he attains the age of 70 years, whichever is earlier. This is absolutely right. The staff will work under superintendence of the presiding officer. This is also right. So the right answer is B. All except 2 are correct. Fill in the blanks and choose the correct sequence. The appeal should be filed within dash days from the date on which copy of the order is received. At the time of filling the appeal, this is in case of DRAT when we are going to appeal against the DRT. As per section 21, dash of the amount shown as due in the order is required to be deposited by the appellant, else appeal cannot be filed. Tribunal can reduce the amount to be deposited, but it shall not be less than dash of the due amount. Appellate tribunal shall attempt that the appeal is disposed of finally within dash months from the date of receipt. Is it 30, 50%, 25% or 6, 60, 75%, 50% or 6, 30, 50%, 30%, 3, 60, 40%, 25% or 3. You have to choose the correct sequence. The options which is having the correct sequence for filling the gaps in the four statements given. The appeal should be filed within how many days from the date on which copy of the order is received from DRT? What will be the answer for this question? And what is the percentage of amount that has to be deposited? What will be the right answer? The appeal should be filed within dash days. How many days we have to apply the appeal? So the appeal should be filed within how many days? This is 30 days from the date on which copy of order is received. At the time of filing the appeal as per section 21, 50% of the amount should be uh, amount shown due in order is required to be deposited by the appellant, else appeal cannot be filed. Tribunal can reduce the amount to be deposited, but it shall not be less than 25%. And the appellate tribunal shall attempt that the appeal is disposed of finally within 6 months. So the right answer is 30, 50%, 25% and 6. So A is the right answer. SAFESI Act has brought a legal framework for the following activities in the credit market, in which of the following: securitization of financial assets, reconstruction of financial assets, power to enforce security for recovery of dues to bank and FIs, provisions for registration of transaction of securitization, construction and creation of security interest. Is it 1 and 2, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 4, or all of the above? SAFESI has brought a legal framework for the following activities in the credit market, and which are those that are following. What will be the answer? What has SAFESI brought? What will be the answer for this particular question? SAFESI Act has brought a legal framework for the following activities in the credit market in which of the following: securitization of financial assets, reconstruction of financial assets, power to enforce security for recovery of dues to banks and the FIs, provisions for registration of transaction of securitization, reconstruction and creation of security interest. And here, all of the above. So it has brought all of the above. So right answer is D. Which of the following are functions of the ARC? What is ARC? ARC is Asset Reconstruction Companies. Act as an agent for any bank or financial institution for the purpose of recovering their dues. Act as a manager for the secured asset of which the possession of is taken by any bank or financial institution. Act as a receiver if appointed by any court or tribunal. 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 3, or all of the above. ARC is Asset Reconstruction Company. So what are the functions? Which are the following are the functions of ARC? Which of the following are functions of ARC? It acts as an agent for an bank for purpose of recovering their dues. This is correct. Act as a manager for secured asset of which possession is taken by any bank or financial institution. This is also correct. Act as receiver if appointed by any court or tribunal. This is also correct. So the right answer is D, all of the above. These all are the functions of Asset Reconstruction Company. National Asset Reconstruction Company Limited (NARCL) has been set up with a strategic initiative to clean up the legacy stressed assets with an exposure of rupees dash crores and above in the Indian banking system. Is it 100 crores, 200 crores, 500 crores, or 1000 crores? National Asset Reconstruction Company Limited has been set up with a strategic initiative to clean up the legacy stressed asset with an exposure of rupees dash crores and above in the Indian banking system. Is it 100 crores, 200 crores, or 500 crores, or 1000 crores? And what will be the answer? What is the right answer for this particular question? So National Asset Reconstruction Company has been set up with a strategic initiative to clean up the legacy stressed asset with an exposure of 500 crore. So the right answer is C, 500 crore. And that's it for today. I hope you are doing your preparation very well and you can choose us as your learning partner, and for that you have to go to our Adda site and enroll for our classes, because we will teach you all the details, all the concepts in our live classes. So for that you have to go to Adda 24/7 site, and there, if you have still not downloaded the app, download the app, because you'll get all the information regarding your JIB, CIB and promotional exams here on Adda. So download the app from Google Play or Apple Store, and then you have to go to all courses. After going to all courses, you can choose the course that you want. You can take the Mahapack. You have JIB, CIB, JIB October 2004. You can take the Mahapack, or you can choose any of the courses. Courses are available in both the languages, English as well as Hindi. So